Hi, Maggie. Oh, hi, Brody. Hey, baby. What are you doing? Hi, everyone. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. Hey, Papa. I'm going to wait for a few people to jump on. I am doing a little update from home because it's been a very long day. So I thought I would take a moment while I'm here. I'm reading a lot of comments, a lot of questions about today. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to update all of you about today's event and also Red and everything else that goes along with our updates. So hello. Come here, Brody. Come sit with Mommy. I have my Brody with me. You want to say hi? Yeah, that's my Brody. He's a 100 Plus rescue. And he has to always be with Mommy. Hey, Brody. Sniffing all the doggies on me? You are so welcome. So welcome. Hi, Hallie. So as you know, it's been a very, very, very busy week. It's been a very productive week. Oh, am I clear? As you know, we've been extremely busy. I'm all wet from Brody kissing me. So yes, I am home. I'm sitting on my floor in my bedroom. And I figured I would do a little update right now from home where it's quiet and I can kind of collect all my thoughts. Sorry, I have dog hair. It's itching my face. And for everybody that's been asking, I want to say thank you. My little old man, Wilton, that I rescued about 8 years ago, who has been kind of on and off. He's a little old guy, so he went blind. So he found comfort. This is my personal dog. And Carol and I rescued him on the streets in Wilton Manors. So his name is Wilton. Wilton, hey bud, you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi to everybody? That's Wilton. Yeah. That's Mama. He found himself a very comfortable spot at the foot of my bed on the floor. He doesn't like to be on high places since I think he can't see. So he has this big cushy bed and his blankies. And I spend a lot of time on the floor, to say the least, just kind of laying on the bed with him and comforting him and just rubbing him. Hey, bud. Mama love you. See, I'm a little old man. But anyways, I'm going to get to the point. I just wanted to say thank you for your love and always asking about my personal dog, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, baby. So first and foremost, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you that follow my amazing rescue and our ongoing mission with my amazing team, because none of this would be possible without them and without each and every one of you. And I mean that. I don't say that lightly. I mean that from my heart. Today, I wanted to address one thing in particular was the rescue that we were called in to assist. And that was about 9 puppies that are living in the woods in Miami. And these puppies were born in the woods. It is a deep, deep, deep forest of woods. Lots of spots for them to hide and run to. There's no way to contain these puppies. They've never had, I'm sorry, I'm itchy because my dog's kissing me and I have hair on my face and Sorry. But anyway, it's not easy to contain these puppies. It is almost nearly impossible. So a friend of ours, Gloria and Dana, reached out for help. So Shelly and I and Jan and Zoe were able to head out today. Everybody was basically working or covering the rescue house. So it was pretty tough. It's basically just sitting and waiting and being extremely patient. These dogs are very comfortable in their space. I believe their mother is out there. And I believe that she's probably feeding them. She was not anywhere to be seen all day today. So I did not see any mom or dad in the area. We sat and we had 2 traps set up with rotisserie hot chicken. And I don't know if you witnessed it, but we were able to catch 1 puppy. And it's a female. And she was terrified, but she was so sweet. And her name is Amy. Gloria named her Amy. She went to the vet, and she's doing just fine. What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter? Sit down. Good boy. The puppy is doing just fine, thank God. There are 8 more puppies out there, and we closed up the traps. We will not ever leave a trap open and try to catch a dog without us being there to watch and monitor. It is not safe, especially in the woods like that. There's a lot of animals in there, and it's just not safe. So we're not doing that. We're going to go back out tomorrow. We're going to reconnect with Gloria and Dana. And we're going to try to go back out tomorrow and try to bring more of those puppies to safety. I am not asking for donations for the puppies as of right now. The first puppy went to another rescue. We will see how it goes. We are completely full in our 2 rescue houses at this time. And our puppy foster is getting ready for a trip. So I am not sure this is the right time to be putting puppies in her home. I will reach out to Christine and we'll connect with her and see where she's at. She's the best, her and Bob. So we'll wait and see how that goes to see if we can assist in taking in any puppies. But as of right now, we have no room in our rescue houses for puppies. But that could change. As you know me, that could change overnight. So that is where we're at with the puppies. And trust me, it is so hard to walk away from the woods knowing they're there in their den. But again, there's nothing we can do. You can't go in and touch them. You can't go in and try to grab them. You can't net them. You cannot contain them. It is wide open, just wide open. So we are going to do it the right way, and we're going to set the traps, and we're going to sit, and we're going to be patient, and we'll continue to do what we do. It is about a 40 to 45 minute ride pending traffic each way to get back from Fort Lauderdale to the Miami area. So please be patient with us and realize this is not something that you can, sometimes you're lucky. It just depends. Just like Red. People are asking about Red. I want to say that, I want to say thank you to Local 10, to Channel 4, to Wink News, from Naples. Three news stations covered Red's story. I reached out to Channel 4 and they came right down. I sent an email this morning to Local 10, to my contacts. They showed up. I didn't even know they were coming. I was getting ready to pull into the rescue house to do an adoption for Slate. And I'd like to say thank you to Zoe and Shelly and Keith for covering that for me, because I had to run to the animal hospital to cover the news story for Local 10. We need to get the story out there. We need to get the story out there for many reasons. One, to educate the public, bring awareness, and lastly, to bring in donations for Red's medical care, which is where I'm going. As you know me, I have no pride. Everything we do is transparency, and it's from our heart. We bring you along for every journey. We don't hide anything from you. So we went live the second that I could, where my hands were free from the rescue mission of Red yesterday. I turned that camera on. I wanted to go live on many occasions while we were out there attempting. My team asked me not to. Basically, they just wanted to wait and see what was going to happen. So anyways, I went live and I brought you all along on that journey with Red, which I'm so glad I did. I'm not sorry, but I will. I'm sorry for the adrenaline rush and the heavy breathing and just the hysterics of that moment of bringing Red into safety was very, very, very overwhelming for my entire team, because it was probably one of the toughest rescue missions. I will not lie to you. We fought a lot along the way. We did not always agree. We are all very passionate and very strong about how we feel. We all have different ideas, which is fantastic, which is why we work so well together. We will argue, we'll fight, we love each other at the end of the day, we respect each other at the end of the day. As I always say, you don't really have to love somebody, but what I do demand in my rescue organization is respecting one another, because we are all here for the same reason. We all share the same passion. So with that being said, respect is a must in 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. I'm going to show you, I'm going to flip it around for 1 second. And hi, Wilton. You're going to show off the bill? Hi, bud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Wow. So this is our vet bill right here, as you can see. $4,596.74 low, and then the high end is $6,245.90. This is for Red. This is for a few days. He needed a lot of work, a lot of medical. He is having bandage changes. He is having fentanyl patch. He's on IV drip. He's on antibiotics. He's living at the animal hospital 24 hours, and he's going to be there at least, as far as we know, for a couple of weeks. We are not equipped to change the bandages and to keep him on proper fentanyl medication, so he needs to be kept calm. They've also asked us not to be paying him any visits this week, because I was there today, and then Zoe stopped by, and then also Tammy and Tiffany stopped by. He did really, really well. He seems to really want to be with a person. He's terrified of the world, as I stated, but he seems to want to receive touch. I think it feels good for him. So with all this being said, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it gets him excited. And when we left, he was clawing at the cage for about 45 minutes and he wouldn't settle down. They need him resting. They need the medication to keep him calm. They don't need him all worked up and, his adrenaline. What's up, buddy? Do you want to go outside? Huh? Do you want to go out? So that's where we are with Red. The manager of the hospital said she would call me tomorrow, give me an update. I get an update every day on him. I can call at any time. They just asked that we kind of keep the visiting off, just no visiting for right now, just to let him settle down. And I'm going to respect that, at least till the end of the week, and then we'll readdress it. Tomorrow's already Wednesday, so we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, give him a few days to chill. And he's receiving love and touch he does love us. I do believe that, Susan. They know. But he is receiving love and touch and the best medical care at Blue Pearl. It is a 24-hour animal hospital, critical, with, around the clock care. He's never alone. He has a private nurse. So that's why we pay these prices. But he needs this. He needs it. So again, really quickly, I'm just going to show you. This is the low and this is the high for just a few days for Red's care. We have brought in about $4,000, maybe a little bit over, and we still have a couple of thousand to kind of cover all of the medical. So I'm asking everyone, please, share the videos, share our posts. I'd like to be able to, and I'd really appreciate if you could do this and help us out. I really need to cover these bills. We have a lot on our plate. We have 2 rescue houses. We have a lot of dogs. We have a lot of medical to cover ongoing, and it just doesn't seem to slow down or end. And there is always something that just pops up that needs our assistance. So Red's story is all over our page, Michael, that it is a pit bull, a gorgeous boy that has lived his entire life that we know of, at least 6 months or more, because he's a young dog, on the streets, and he had a puppy collar on that he grew out of, and it was embedded into his neck, basically strangling him. I think what got me the most was when the doctor said that he took the collar off and it didn't need to be surgically removed, that he let out such a sigh of relief that he could breathe for the first time. I can tell you that my team, my amazing team, we were all texting last night and we were all saying, and when Carol and I literally crawled into our bed last night together and we basically looked at each other, and I think the last thing we said before we went to bed was, wow, for the first time, this boy can sleep and he can breathe and relax, and not be sleeping outside on cold pavement and in pain and suffering. Most importantly, no more suffering, no more pain for this boy every day of his life. I think if everybody really thought about what his existence consisted of, it was nothing but pain and suffering 24/7. And no matter what we tried to do, we just could not bring him into safety. So yesterday was a huge, huge victory for 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. That's a mouthful, huh? And I'm very, very, very proud of my team for not giving up. I was very strong in my opinion. I kept adamantly saying, they would throw ideas at me and I was just focused, and I kept repeating. Basically, he needs to be knocked out. And Brody, enough. Brody, can you get them out, baby? I said he needed to be knocked out. It's the only way we're going to get this dog. That was my strong opinion, just because of all the attempts we tried. No matter what we gave him, he would override the medication. His adrenaline took over and he would get up and he was bolt. So I will say, I loved after seeing it worked. I will not say that I was so convinced, and I am very, very grateful that my team has all these different ideas of their own. I'm very grateful that everybody pushes their ideas. And I think it's fantastic that we can all open our minds and work together about the nets and about different ideas to bring him to safety. At the end of the day, we're one amazing team. And I also want to say that although it was only a handful of my team that was out there rescuing Red, first of all, it is a very tough situation, and it's not a mission that I can just bring in, a million people. It had to be very thought out and planned. One wrong turn would have blown it up, and it wouldn't have happened. So, what I really want to say is, while my small portion of my rescue team were out there and on our mission to bring Red into safety, I want to remind everybody, with all that being said, we still have 2 rescue houses. We have a lot of responsibility, and all those babies and all those rescues that are at the rescue house that need our love and they need us. All of my other team, my amazing 100 plus team that stayed behind to cover the house, love on the dogs, answer the door when people come by, feed the dogs, just walk the dogs. That is just as important as going out and rescuing Red. So I want to say thank you to my entire 100 plus team. This is a rescue mission that it takes a large amount of love and a lot of people that are passionate and dedicated. The dedication that goes into these rescues every single day. There really are not enough words to describe how amazing this team is. A lot of things go on behind the scenes. I know you might see, and I'll say, oh, Darla's covering today, or Pam's there, or, Colleen is there, Laura's there, Leslie's there, Zoe's there covering the house, house one. Remember something. These are people that work full-time jobs. These are people that have their own dogs. These are people that have their own lives. And they still make the time to come and spend 2 and 3 hours a night, 1, 2, 3 times a week, or during the day to walk the dogs and spend time with them and get them out for their walks, their car rides like Auntie Pam does. And then Darla and Laura team up and do a duo, and they come on their Mondays and Wednesdays and day and night, and they spend time with the dogs. So, and Colleen spends countless hours there loving on the dogs and giving them everything that they need. So, you know, the regulars that are there all the time. And then, of course, I could go on and on and on about, you know, Stacy Tierney and Jamie Valcourt that are constantly pushing the bracelets, Jamie's jewelry, trying to raise money for the organization. I don't want to leave anybody out. So please forgive me if I'm not mentioning. There's a lot going on in this head of mine. I don't ever write anything down. Everything is here. So you know who you are. You know, each and every one of you, please know who you are and how grateful I am for you. And to each and every one of you that are watching this video right now, that are commenting, that are always there to support, that are always, you know, sharing our posts or donating or praying, please know how much we appreciate you. And none of this would be possible without each and every one of you. So I just want to put out a massive, huge, huge, huge thank you, and all the love that I feel, and all how grateful that I am, just to have each and every one of you as part of our family, because it can't happen without all of you. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I love you guys too. Pauline, I love you to pieces. Sharon Lindsay Ward, Susan Ho, Brian Van Tassel. I'm reading off some names here that I see on a daily basis, like continuously over and over. You know who you are. You know who you are. And thank you so much for being so passionate and sharing our vision and our mission, to help us grow every day, to save so many lives together. Susan Asowich, you are 1 in a billion. I don't even know what to say to you. I love you to pieces. I feel like you guys are family. You're not just, you know, these wonderful supporters that throw money at us and allow us to continue and save dogs. You are truly the reason behind this rescue that allows us to continue. So thank you. Thank you so very, very, very much. And Carrie, I see you. I love you, Carrie. Sabri's mommy, you're awesome. And Debbie from New York, who's always sending me phone chargers. I'm reading just names off, so if I'm not picking anybody in particular, I'm just reading off who I see right now. It's just such an amazing, amazing feeling. Amazing. Just reading off some beautiful comments here. Hello, Bev. You're always there, Bev Bank. Colleen, I see you, and we love you too, Mama. We appreciate you. Stephanie, oh God, we love you back. It's just good stuff. What can I say? It's just really, really, really good stuff. Milena, we love you. Stephanie, I see you. All right, so guys, I could go on and read all these beautiful, beautiful names over and over. Virginia and Margot, and just continue. Matthew, we love you too. It's just overwhelming. So please, as I stated, Red is in really great hands. He has a lot of healing to do, physically and emotionally. But we're so grateful that he's off the streets and he's safe and he's not in any more pain and he's not suffering anymore. So as I was saying when we went to bed last night, the last thing was, I feel like he felt not even close, but I feel like I can breathe now. I know my team, you know, all of them, they're all so invested in these dogs. So we can all sleep a little bit more peacefully knowing that another one is off the street. There's still countless out there that need us, whether they're on the street or they're in the shelters, or they're in, you know, horrific, abusive hoarding situations, or there's just so many. There's so many. Love you, Shelly. Shelly puts in the countless love and time and all those babies, and Uncle Keith. And Uncle Keith, your lasagna was freaking awesome tonight. You rock it. This man can cook a lasagna in a crock pot like no other. It really hit the spot. I had 3 bites when I came home first thing while I was feeding my dogs. I was biting into the lasagna. So thank you, Uncle Keith, and thank you, Shelly. Tomorrow morning, we will be back out on the property and trying to trap some more puppies. That's why I'm doing this video. Sandra, you can start it from the beginning. I've been talking for quite some time. We were only able to catch one puppy, and the puppy is safe and was at the vet. She's fine. Her name is Amy. Thank you, Miss Gloria, for naming her after me. We have 8 more puppies to go, and there might be a mommy out there, a daddy. I don't know what we're going to walk into. So we'll see as we go. We'll see as we go. It was yummy, right, Carrie? You had some too? Uncle Keith can cook, boy. He's one great cook. He's good at everything he does. He's the best. So again, I'll show you really, really quickly the vet bill that I was talking about. Don't get bored with me, guys, but for anybody that's just jumping on, this is for Blue Pearl, and this is for Red, and this is for just a few days at the vet. That's the low end, and that's the high end. And like I said, we've already brought in about $4,000, so we have a couple thousand just to cover this, and then the ongoing care is going to keep going up. So I know it's a lot to ask, but please, we need you, because we don't, we can't continue without this. I wish there was a money tree that we could just pull off money and we could just save as many lives as we possibly wanted to, but unfortunately, that's not the reality, and it doesn't work that way. So I know you love, and you always say you appreciate and you love our mission, but please make a donation. It's the only way we can do this. $1, $2, $5, whatever you can afford. Give up a cup of coffee. I hope to see some donations coming in through our PayPal. You can mail a donation. All the information is on this site. It's on every post. I have no pride. It's for the dogs. It's for the ones that need us most. They have no voice. So we will continue to be their voice. And thank you again. Hi, Lori Jacoby, and thank you for all you do, Lori Jacoby. Red is heartworm negative. Let me just throw that in there. He's heartworm negative, and his blood work came back perfect. So it's basically wound care for his neck. They will let us know if any surgery is needed down the line. Right now, they are just bandage changes, cleaning, flushing. He's on some heavy-duty pain meds, a fentanyl patch. It's fantastic. And he wants to trust and he wants to love. Can't blame him for being scared or for not trusting humanity, because he's been let down. So let's all focus on the positive, the good. And Slate went home today. Alora was adopted yesterday. Alora's doing great with her new family. And Leanne, if you're watching, thank you. She's being spayed on Friday. Slate is heartworm positive, just a baby. So thank you to our wonderful Savannah, who drove 4 hours today to adopt little Slate with her female dog Teddy, which was magical. They're playing. I did a little updated video on our page. They're having a blast. So that's fantastic. Zane is living the dream. His mommy sent me a video today. She said, "Oh my God, Zane, now Nico understands Spanish." I said, "I told you." So she sent me the cutest little video. He's living in Key West, and he's walking on the pier, and he's looking at the sunsets, and he has this little paws in the sand. And listen, these are the rewards that truly, truly, truly keep us going, guys. I mean, there's no greater reward in the world than to see our rescue babies when we know, and you know, where they come from. Little Zane, who's now Nico, that was rescued from that horrible farm, living in crates and filth, and then to see him living on Key West and walking the pier on the beach, being loved and snuggled in Velcro at night in bed with daddy and mommy. Come on, can you get any better than that? So we have a lot more dogs that we need to find homes for, and we're going to continue to love them and until their forever home comes. So that's, the deal. That's what it is in rescue. We never know what we're walking into when we say yes, just like Red. We had a mission. We brought him safe. We don't know who he is. We don't know what his personality is going to be like. We don't know how he's going to be with people. We don't know how he's going to be with dogs. But that's the chance you take when you rescue a dog. And you keep that promise to that dog. So they didn't ask to be rescued by us. So our promise to them is to never fail them. And that's what we do. And if it means being stuck for a while, granted, I would love to save more lives, but without more fosters, adopters, unfortunately, there's nothing more we can do. Senna is okay. Senna had some vomiting, so she went to the vet today. We're waiting on some blood results and to see what's going on. Because remember, Senna is heartworm positive, and she's terrified of the world, making strides, baby steps, but still absolutely terrified of everything. So it's a long haul for these dogs, guys. A long haul. But we're well over 4,000 lives saved with 100 plus and hundreds of cats. And please listen, I have this cat who's 6 months of age, Sunny, that Carol and I went out to rescue a dog. I think Zoe was with us. And we came upon this kitten, and Carol was crying, saying, Amy, please, we have to take him. I said, Carol, I have no place. You remember that video, little Sunny, that sweet cat? He thinks he's a dog. He was adopted. He was neutered. He was vaccinated. He was microchipped. And now they're allergic to him. So he needs to come back. And it's breaking our hearts. So please, there has to be somebody out there that can give little Sunny the best cat in the world if I had room, if I could take another cat. We have a cat. We have 4 dogs, unfortunately, and now I'm a proud mommy of a pig. Unfortunately, I can't take another cat because my dogs won't tolerate. Please, I need a home for this cat, Sunny. Now that's keeping me up at night, this little cat. Carol is obsessed with this cat too. So if anybody has some room in their heart, in their home for little Sunny, please, 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 please reach out. Please, he's adorable. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. And thank you for listening to me and babbling. That cat is the best. Susan, do you want to adopt? He's the best. Please, if anybody can reach out and offer a little Sunny a home, please reach out to me. Or any of our dogs, that for that matter. If anybody can help out and adopt any of the dogs that we have, reach out. But for now, let's stay focused and let's all say prayers for Red and make a donation. Let's try to cover these high vet bills, please. We love you back and thank you for your ongoing love and support. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. Good night, everybody, and sweet dreams, and we will be back tomorrow.